Welcome back to the Man United stream. Hope you're doing well, people. It is huge news, massive news, the biggest news of this season, and it is, of course, Erik Ten Hag has been sacked by Man United with an immediate effect. He is out, and now they are searching for a new manager, but in the meanwhile, interim manager will, of course, be Ruud van Nistelrooy. We're going to be discussing that and lots more in today's show. It is crazy day for news for Man United, so stick around, make sure you hit the like button on this video and make sure you hit the subscribe button if you're not already a subscriber to the Man United stream channel. Okay guys, earlier today we had the news that Erik Ten Hag has been sacked by Man United. The board have convened and they've decided to get rid of Ten Hag. Enough was enough. After yesterday's performance, the 2-1 defeat to West Ham left United closer to the relegation zone than any other time. It's been an absolute dismal start to the season and it didn't look like it was going to get any better. I mean, we've been saying for weeks, Ten Hag is out. He is out. And he was hanging on by a very, very thin weak thread, and finally that has given as well. I mean, yesterday's game wasn't a bad game for United in terms of their performance. Again, they were unlucky. They should have had lots more goals than the one goal that they ended up with, and West Ham got lucky with that penalty. So it wasn't a bad performance that led to United's defeat, and that was the funny irony of it all. I mean, look, we've had worse games that United have played this season, and yet Ten Hag has held on to his job. But this game wasn't down to Ten Hag. It wasn't his fault or his tactics that were the reason why we ended up losing the game. It was out of his hands. It was the refereeing decisions and just bad finishing that led to that loss. But this has been the game that's finally broken the camel's back, and well, he is out of a job. Now already there's people talking about who the next manager for United will be, and I'm sure we're going to have weeks and weeks of discussion over who the next manager for Man United should be. We've had many names being mentioned to us, Gareth Southgate being on top of that list by some of the people. I mean, we do not want Gareth Southgate. If we are going to go and appoint Gareth Southgate after getting rid of Ten Hag, I would have rather kept hold of Ten Hag. I'm being very honest. Let us know in the comments below what you think about the new manager's job at United. Who do you think it'll be? And what if it is Gareth Southgate? I'm sure there'll be riots outside Old Trafford. I'm definitely sure of that if it is Gareth Southgate. But let's not look at the worst case scenario. Let's look at the other names that are being thrown into the pot that could actually be positive, like Xavi, the ex-Barcelona player and manager. Could he be the perfect replacement? I'm liking that name. I must be honest. I'm liking the thought of Xavi. And if not Xavi, who else could be the new Man United manager? That is what many people will be talking about in the coming days and weeks. But let's focus on Ten Hag for a short while. Look, no one's happy when a manager is sacked and someone loses their job, but the writing was already on the wall. For weeks, we've heard that from our sources that Ten Hag is very likely going to get sacked in the next couple of weeks. And then last night, we heard concrete reports from very good sources close to Man United that Ten Hag is going to lose his job Monday morning. We didn't come out and report it because, of course, look, you've got to wait. You do not want to speculate on things like that. But we did get the news early in this Monday morning that Ten Hag is on his way out and someone else is going to take over. We've got Van Nistelrooy, of course, taking over as caretaker manager. That's good news as well. Someone who understands United through and through, has been at United, knows what is expected, and hopefully he can do a decent job whilst United go and find somebody else. I hope it's not a whole season caretaker role. I hope United can go out there and get someone in place before we play a few more games and get rid of this season totally. We need to turn this season around. We need to go and get somebody in. But will someone like Xavi want to take this job halfway through the season? Probably not. Look, there's managers out there who know that this is not an easy job. It's a very, very difficult job. And they're going to come in and they're going to have to get this team working and working quickly. The pressure will be on them. And I don't feel Ineos are going to wait around another 3 years before they replace the manager and give him chance after chance after chance. Ten Hag has been a lucky manager that he's been given so much time, and he hasn't really produced anything. Yes, he's won the FA Cup, but look, that is not good enough for Man United. Man United need to be qualifying for Champions League, need to be getting in the top 4, at least competing for the top 4, and then playing in Europe and playing well in Europe. I mean, did you see the performance against Fenerbahce this midweek? I mean, it was horrendous. What is your thought on Ten Hag's tenure as the manager? Are you upset that he's been sacked? Do you think he should have been given further time? Or are you in our camp, which was this guy has been a cat with 9 lives? He's just been staying on as a manager for Man United for God knows how long without actually producing any goods. We've not seen any consistent play from this United team under Ten Hag, and that's been the biggest problem for me. The biggest problem for me and everyone behind this channel is that we just do not know what to expect from a Ten Hag team, and it was always going to happen. It was always going to happen where Ten Hag is going to get the sack, and it's finally happened, and I'm glad for it. Really, I'm glad for putting Ten Hag out of his misery, the players out of their misery, and hopefully we can get a manager who can actually make best use out of these players. And we've got a decent squad. On paper, these players should be beating teams like West Ham and Fenerbahce. There has to be some solution to this problem, and it is definitely the way Ten Hag has been asking these players to do a job. Definitely something wrong with his managerial tactics and the way he's been approaching this United team. Let us know in the comments below what you think of Man United. What do you think of Ten Hag leaving? Do you think this is a positive move for United? And who is going to be the next manager? And who do you want? Who do you want as the next manager for Man United? Drop your comments. Make sure you hit the like button on this video. Make sure you subscribe. You are watching the Man United Stream channel.